Welcome back for stages 13 and 14 of Triquetra Grand Tour. So stage 13 is the out and back in Watopia. It's 42 kilometers of 335 meters of climbing. And stage 14 was the Pretzel with 73 kilometers and 1,370 meters of climbing. These were two completely different stages with completely different outcomes. One was okay, and one, you're going to have to watch the video to see how that one ends up. So let's get into stage 13 first. That's 42 kilometers, 335 meters of climbing, out and back in Watopia. So pretty much by now, if you've seen any other videos, you know how these starts go. Nobody's really going crazy out the gate. It's 21 stages. Nobody wants to kill themselves on the first 400 meters when you're doing 42 kilometers. But at the end of the day, nobody wants to get dropped either. So that's also a thing. But we're about I think we're three bond riders from my category in this stage. But we are let out with more categories together. Trying to make it a little bit more fun maybe. There's a lot of climbing on this one, but there is a long straight and a few sprints. So on this one, I'm thinking I'm not good at the climbing. I won't hold my own at the climbing. I might be able to get past one or two people, but I'm not going to hold up with the front group on climbing. So I might as well concentrate on the sprints. If I can get points on the sprints, I can maybe limit my points loss on the climbs, on the KOMs. So as we're about to hit the first sprint, I don't think anybody really knew it was a sprint or not, if it was part of it or not. So nobody really pushed anything. But you can see a couple of people put down some watts, and I didn't want to get dropped. So I pushed a little bit to catch up with them, but this was not an all-out sprint. I just don't think anybody really knew it was what it was, because it wasn't a green line, it was a yellow line. I'm not sure quite what that means. If anybody knows, please let me know in the comments. But we pushed it just to get back up onto the back of the group and to carry on, try and get some draft off them. So as we're coming up to the next sprint, I'm already 51 seconds off the back of them, so I'm not fighting for them, but I'm fighting for the sprints. So I want to be above the other bond members in the sprints to get as much points as I can. So we're just coming up to the sprint. It's not a very long one, this one. I think it's a 250, 300 meters, something like that. So it's 350 meters. And I know my point is around 175, 200 max, my sprint. So I'm putting down a bit of weight, but not really much. As soon as we hit, 150, we push it. My watts are going up. I'm trying as much as I can. Legs are burning. Don't really want to blow out before the sprint, but we do well. So we ended up taking second place on that one, which is above the other bond members in the group, which is what my main aim is for on this one. Because like you see, they're 36 seconds ahead now after the sprint. They're still ahead, and we've got the climb coming up. So as we're approaching the climb here, it's 3.7 kilometers to the top. So it is quite a long, steady climb with a high gradient. So it's really going to get those legs burning. There's a little plateau in the middle, and then straight up again to the top. I think my personal best on this one is around 11 minutes, 10 minutes something. I can't remember exactly, but I think it's around 10-11 minutes to the top. So I have no strategy here to catch up with the other people or not. It is just ride as I can and get to the top. This is the main grind on this stage. There is another little hill, but this is the main hill, so I don't mind pushing as hard as I can to get to the top. Hopefully I can catch up the other two bond riders. That would be great, or the other four in front of me, but I think realistically the one that's 3 minutes ahead Yeah, I'm not catching them up. Definitely not uphill. You can see they're pulling away. They're much stronger rider on the hills. And I've seen these two also in other stages. I've raced with them on other time slots on climbing, and yeah, they're just beasts at climbing. They're away, but we're holding our own. We're slowly catching up to at least one, maybe two of them, but we are grinding. We are taking off seconds. As you can see, one of the Bond in front took the KOM for this already. They're at the top. So as we're just coming up to the second part of the climb, I don't want to say my power is dropping, but my power for long periods of time is dropping. So what's happening is I'm still got the power for the sprints, but my endurance for the longer rides is going down over these stages. My average power now over longer rides is around, I don't know, 2.7 watts per kilo, when usually it's maybe around 3.2. So as the stages go on, I'm really feeling it. As you see there, we just passed one of the Bond riders, so we actually did catch up one of them, and we got a PB on that one. We got a time of 9 minutes 23 seconds, which is about a minute faster than my previous one, and I ended up in 4th on this KOM out of the group, so pretty happy about that. For me, I'll take that as a win. So on the downhill part, we pushed a little bit and we managed to catch up with the next Bond rider. As you can see, he's just in front of me, and we will pass him just as we're coming to the end of this little flat, shall we say, in between the two climbs. So we've got another KOM coming up. I think it's a KOM. Yeah, it's a KOM. We've got another KOM coming up. It's not as big climb as the one before, so we're going to try and push as much as we can. The guy up behind me is on my wheel. He's getting the draft. He's getting the benefit. Good. You know, hopefully I can stay in front of him, but if I can't, I'm going to try and stay on his draft as well. Getting up this hill wasn't too difficult, but I did have to stand up a couple of times and put down some power just to get over that little lip of the little hill there. We're still in front. We're pulling away by only about a second, but hey, a second can be a lifetime when you're going across that line. So it's not too much of a climb. It's about, what, 1.5 kilometers around that. But you know, kilometer going uphill can feel like 5. We put 40 seconds in front of the other Bond that's in my category, but as you can see, the other guys are 4 minutes 30 in front. We're not catching those Bond guys before the end of this, with only 6 kilometers to go. So at the moment, for me, the race is between me and that guy right in front of me. That's my race right now. I came in last on that KOM, which is, you know, I wouldn't say is to be expected, but my legs are feeling it. So we're on the way to the downhill, and now it's into the home straight. So as we're coming into the last sprint, me and this guy, we're still sticking together, you know, a little back and forth on the wheels, getting some draft in. Same as always, my sprint is only about 200. You can see he's starting to pull away a little bit here. He's starting to put down some watts. I can't keep up with 4 to 5 watts for a long period of time, especially after the end of this stage. So he's pulling away with that power. I was hoping to get the draft on the sprint from him, because it is quite a long sprint, this one. I think this one's around 400 meters, I think it is, something like that. So there you go, 490 meters. It's quite a long one. So I got to try and put down some watts, but not too many until I get to around 200. I don't want to blow myself up before I can get to that optimal range for my sprint. So just as we hit 150, I stand up, drop some watts. Again, legs are tired. I mean, I'm putting down 600-700. It's not close to what I can usually do when I'm not this tired, but it's what I can do. As you can see, I come in fourth out of the bond group, so I wasn't last in this one. So damage control for me again. I'm not over ecstatic about this one, but it's not a bad stage. That's 5 minutes 16 behind the winner. So my thoughts on the end of that stage. Well, it was damage control. It wasn't the worst stage, wasn't the best. My E-gap did pull away a little bit. I was about 4 minutes 30 seconds behind the first place in my category. But I wasn't last, so I can't, I did my best. I put down as much as I could, so I can't ask anything more than that out of myself. But the climbing stages is where I'm feeling it. It's where this whole tour has pulled away from me. It's where I've lost my position. Also, being put up a category as well didn't help, but no excuse. I know my climbing is not great. I do feel my climbing is getting better, though. I really like to see how it's going to be when this is all finished. What my FTP will be, what my out the Zwift time will be. I'm pretty sure once I've rested for a while, 4 or 5 days, a week maybe, with just light zone 2 work, I'm going to go push an FTP test and see if these 21 days straight have actually improved my fitness. Personally, I know it's improved my fitness. I do feel it, even though I'm losing time and I am getting slower on the stages over whole. I do feel my fitness is getting better. But when it's all said and done, we'll take the FTP and we'll see how that goes. But I'm 99% sure it will be a little improvement. So this is the FRR Pretzel, stage 14. It's 73 kilometers and 1,370 meters of climbing. So this is the real first test. This is the highest amount of climbing that we've done so far in one stage. So for me, I didn't want to go too fast out the gate. I know this is going to be a long ride. We're probably talking about, we're talking a few hours on this one. And there is nowhere to hide. As soon as we get out the gate, lead in, and then straight up the first KOM. I'm not sure if I did the right wheel choice or not. It's a tough one. I did put on the climbing wheels to start because there is quite a big climb here, and then there is a long downhill and flat before the next climb. Now, spoiler alert, I did something very stupid on this one and I messed up. But we get to that when we get to that. So we're just drafted in the group. Everybody knows what's coming, so nobody's really pushing it. We're a few bond riders in the group, but it was a mass start. Everybody started together, no matter what category you're in, and let the climb sort it out, basically. And well, the climb was a kick in the balls because everybody got sorted out real fast on that climb as soon as it started, especially me. So let's get into that climb. So the first bit of this climb, I was dropped. That was it. Second part of this climb now, on the steepest part, we're at 13% gradient and my legs are burning. We've been dropped, by my group at least, I've been dropped. I stand up trying to just put down some watts just to try and keep up the speed, nothing more than that. Right now I'm chasing a Cray, which is in the category below me. So for me right now, small goals again on each stage. I pick somebody in front and I try to push and catch them up. And that's my plan right now, is try to catch that guy up and keep the one behind me behind me. As the grade gets harder and harder, I mean, we're up to 13, 14%, 12%, it's going up and down. This is a brutal climb when you're racing 73 kilometers. And let's not forget, this isn't just a workout or a ride, this is actually a stage race. Even my camera, as you can see, just dies. It just drops. You know, I'm killing myself getting up this hill. I'm sweating like hell. It's plus 14, and I can see the blue there. I can see the top, and I'm pushing my legs as hard as I can. But then again, you see, I'm trying to get the camera to work. Nothing's working. Camera died again. I'm almost to the top here, and I know there's another hill coming. But I push as much as I can because I know that downhill I can try to get some recovery. As you can see, the riders shooting past me, the people who have already got to the top and on the way back down. I'm way behind the people that are in my category. I don't even see anybody on the board next to me that is in my category. So I'm last in my category right now. But still chasing those small goals, chasing the guy in front of me. He has pulled away a little bit. He has picked up 2 jerseys. He's my goal. He's the person I want to catch up. Is it working? I'm not going up this hill, it's not. So the guy behind me, he's just a couple of seconds behind me, and I'm thinking, okay, he's behind, I'll be doing good. I get, on the way downhill, I'll catch him up. Maybe let's stop here and do a wheel change and put on some disc wheels. Don't ask me why or what came into my head to think that was a good idea. Really, I messed up here. This is where I messed up. As you see, the guy that was behind me is now 8 seconds in front of me. Straight away, he's gone. It was a stupid idea. I thought it would have been smart. Catch up on the downhill, that long flat little bit there, catch up there with the disc wheels. Yeah, it backfired on me big time. Like literally big time backfired on me. From being in front of the guy by a few seconds, trying to catch up onto this, the guy in front of him, to now being behind both of them and the other guy pulling away from me. He's up to 7 seconds in front of me now. I won't be doing that again. I can tell you that. It was not a smart idea. So just as we get into the bottom of this hill, now the guy has pulled away. He's 32 seconds. 23 seconds ahead. In my head, I'm thinking this was the worst idea ever. Let's change the wheels back. I'm trying to stop, get my change the wheels, brake, start again. I've lost another 20 seconds. Now the guy is 40 seconds ahead. So just as we're coming up to this little sprint here, I decide to push the sprint, try and get some points if I can. I dropped around 700, 800 watts. I didn't have more than that in my legs. I didn't get a green jersey, but I put down an okay enough time to get some points out of this. I'm so far behind now because of this mistake with the wheels. It's insane. There's no way I'm going to bring it back. I mean, the 2 guys I was chasing after are now 2 minutes 14 ahead of me. It's a long stage. We've still got 38 kilometers to go. We might be able to catch him up, but at this point I'm quite disheartened. I'm tired, legs are hurting, and I know I got this last climb to do. So just as we're about to hit the bottom of this climb, you can see gradient shoots up fast from 0 to about 9 in about 100 meters maximum. So this is going to be quite a hard one. The guy that was behind me on the last climb that I overtook is now 4 minutes 40 in front. That tire change killed that small goal of keeping up with him. That really did kill the stage for me. I lost so much time with those 2 tire changes. I would never have, lost that much time if I didn't change the tires. Even though with the slower tires, I still would not have missed that much time going down that hill from those 2 changes. Stupid mistake. I don't know what I was thinking. Won't be doing that again. But we got to push this hill. We got to try and catch him up. There's a good chance we could make some time up. There's still 24 kilometers to go. I know going uphill, I seem to be a little bit stronger than him on the first mountain. Now on this one, it seems to look like he was saving himself for this one. He looks like he's stronger on this one than he is on the other one, going off his numbers and watching him pull away. I mean, 5 minutes now in front, Yeah, I ain't catching him. That's it. So we're just coming over the top of this mountain now. We're still pushing. My watts are not as good as they usually are. I mean, my average right now is 211. Which actually, no, to tell a lie, it has been about the average for the last couple of stages. But without being in a stage race this long, my average would be around 240 maybe. So I definitely feel the difference. But the guy that I was trying to chase is now 7 minutes 22 and 8 minutes 32 ahead. They pulled away on that climb. I got 18 kilometers left to go. I got a downhill, a straight, and then a sprint at the end. Only thing I can do to try and get some points is try and do the sprint at the end. But I have lost points on this KOM for sure. So we're just coming up to the last sprint. My legs are done. I can't even sprint on this one. It's quite a long sprint. But still, I mean, look at my watts. It's down there. I mean, I didn't even have enough to even try and compete for the last sprint. Not that I'm giving up, but mentally, when you are this far behind on a certain stage, you can't catch up. No matter what you do or what you try, you just seem to be losing time. It is a mental game. You really got to try and be positive. You really got to try and push as much as you can. Mind over matter, but the legs are burning. They are burning. I mean, we're already, 70 kilometers in, and we've done 1,340 meters of climbing, and there's a sprint at the end. These people are sadistic that make these tracks for sure. They are killing me on the end. It's either a sprint finish or it's a climb finish. Either way, it's a killer. It is a killer. But, I mean, it's all good fun, isn't it? But there's nothing really I could have done different on this stage apart from the changing of the wheels. The changing of the wheels what really killed the stage. But at the end of the day, with these 2 big climbs, I was always going to find this one difficult. But we did our best. That's all that matters. We did our best. As we're coming up to the finish line, give it a little sprint. Not that it's really going to make any difference. Maybe a second in the time standing, but at this rate, it's going to make no difference. From the standings here, we were only 2 bond riders from my category, but I was still 15 minutes behind him, so that's going to hurt my E-gap. As you can see, not a happy bunny. So those 2 stages done. Couldn't be 2 more different stages. First stage we did pretty well. I was pretty happy with that. Second stage, messed it up with the tire change, or the wheel changes, and I came in with a huge gap. So that really did hurt me this time. But next stage tomorrow. So we got stage 15, the Renard Dash, which is 37 kilometers with 1,500 meters of climbing. This is going to be pain, sheer pain. So if you'd like to see these and more stages, click up here. Please like and subscribe, it does really help. And I'll see you in the next one.